What's going on, everybody? Yeah, that's right. Me, I'm back. How's it going? Anyway, so recently I've been seeing some things kind of crop up on, YouTube, online. Uh, it appears GKD has started to tease the Pixel 2. So I figured with that going on, I would go back and kind of discuss the original Pixel and kind of GKD as a whole, if you would. So, and give you my thoughts on it before anybody out there gets overly excited or before you write them off, go over my experience, I guess, with GKD. Now, GKD's been putting out handhelds for a while. Some better than others. The Pixel itself, it was, I guess now it'd be year before last, so December 2023. Yeah, December 2023. So in 2023, early on they started teasing this. Now, GKD's marketing department is the worst in the business. I don't even know if they have a marketing department. They just have people, putting out bullshit, and their marketing's god awful. They don't give a shit about their customers, the consumer, anybody like that. They never get their dates right. GKD will be like, "Oh, this releases next month," and then the next month arrives, and it's next month, and then 6 months later, they start teasing some more. And when they started teasing the Pixel, all they would show is like the back with no shoulder button, so you just got this little nub. So we knew it was the Pixel, we knew it was aluminum, and then they would tease the front, and they kept the buttons covered. See how special these buttons are? Just like every other handheld, right? Yep. But they would keep the buttons covered like this was top secret right here. You have no idea what's below this screen. What could it be? It's buttons. Yay! Worst marketing ever. Dumbest teaser videos, period. So they started showing the Pixel 2. Now, at least this time, the first thing I seen on the Pixel 2 was the back of it. And it looked just like the Pixel 1. Looked just like this. And I was like, okay, is this fake? Because I seen it pop up on a channel that I have tried so many times to ignore. I've even gone through settings to block this channel from showing up on my feed. But it keeps coming back. So, anyway, I don't trust that channel. They put out fake info. Multiple times they would show a handheld and say it was this handheld, and what they were showing on the screen was completely different. They'd be like, oh, this is the Miu Mini, and it's clearly not. So pretty much an AI channel that puts out false info. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast, so I'm not going to say their name, but you probably know the channel I'm talking about. And there's a couple reputable YouTubers out there that cover handhelds that actually get their information from this channel and from this site, and it kind of knocked them down a peg in my book. The channel that gets their info from them, they weren't very high on my list anyway, because I just don't agree with a lot of their opinions, and they've gone too commercial. There's no problem with making your money, but when that's all you do is push your product anymore and listen to whatever the company says that sends you a handheld, and you just go off the script and don't really put out your opinion, and you're lying to your people, I'm not for that. It's not worth it to me for that, to get a free handheld from a company and ignore my people and lie to them. So anyway, let's backtrack. Let's stop with this. But yeah, so that's where it started being teased from. Like I said, all I was seeing was the back of it. So I was like, I don't know. It looks like the Pixel 1. And then, I don't know, 10 minutes later, I seen the front. And sure enough, it was actually the Pixel 2. Now, I didn't see the front from that channel. I seen it from a whole different channel. Anyway. So I started seeing stuff pop up on it, and I was like, I really need to cover GKD as a whole. Now, I've briefly gone over the Pixel in the past. GKD has made a handheld in the past. That is still one of my favorite handhelds. It's really comfortable. It's not super powerful. You're maxing out around, PS1, Nintendo 64. But they did a good job, especially with their stock operating system. It does kind of run like shit. But, the overlays and everything they have just by default on it, it works out great. And it's a very comfortable handheld, and I'll discuss that later. And I believe I've shown it off in my channel, probably like video 2 or 3 or 4. But I don't have it with me. I didn't think to bring it, but I did bring the Pixel. So before I jump into this one, before I get into this guy, let's go over a little bit of GKD and what they've done over the years, and let you kind of form your own opinion about this company. So my first, dealings with GKD was this GKD Mini Plus. I never got one because it looked like an overpriced Anbernic 280V. And that's what it is. It's an overpriced Anbernic 280V. Honestly, the Anbernic got way better performance back in the same time period as this handheld. It was kind of a pointless release. Then they also released a metal version of this. GKD's been releasing metal handhelds for as long as I can remember. So they released this. The 280V kicked its ass. They added this analog stick adapter for another $20. So you pick your color. So if you got the yellow one, you go and buy the yellow adapter and you slide that on. But now you definitely can't charge it, while playing. There might be a USB-C. I don't know. I didn't use this. So anyway, it had issues charging while playing anyway. But this is what they did, and it's still, just like every company out there, their old handhelds, they never discount. They never go back and say, okay, like Anbernic, we have a whole bunch of these, 351M. We have like 2,000 of them sitting in a warehouse. Maybe we should drop the price under $100 or under $140 and just move this shit out while it's collecting dust, because no one's really buying old handhelds. They're not selling like new ones. They just don't do that. So it's kind of aggravating and stupid that they just sit on their product hoping people keep paying, retail price, but whatever. So anyway, here we go. This is where they started. I didn't use this. I thought it was kind of shit. Now the next one up would be the GKD Mini Plus. Now, when I refer to this handheld, I call it the GKD Mini Plus, Classic Plus, Mini, Classic Plus. Because when it originally came out, there was a part of it that would say Classic. You'd see things GKD Mini Classic, GKD Mini Plus, GKD Mini Plus Classic. And eventually it just landed right here where it says GKD Mini Plus. So it's this handheld and this adapter all together finally in a metal or aluminum shell. So now this handheld is the one that sits very high in my list. I love this handheld, okay? It is very comfortable. Overall design, they did just an amazing job. It feels like a boxy Pixel, aluminum Game Boy Color with analog sticks. That's what it feels like. They did just a great job with the design, the ergonomics. The buttons, these actually look kind of difficult down here, like it's going to slide right out of your hands. I use them just fine. And this is supposed to look like a metal Game Boy cartridge sitting in the back where it says hello and you get the little grill right there. This handheld came out great. I still use the stock operating system with it, which it'll boot up in Emulation Station or Lovely Child. It boots up slow as hell. As for today's standards, this thing is way behind. I like the little LED indicators that are up here. I like the overall look of it. The analog sticks are smooth. They work great. When I got mine, didn't come with an SD card, and this was a pain to set up, okay? I stumbled through it and fought with it, and then I went through the process of setting up Portmaster. That sucked. That was a very frustrating ordeal, but I got Portmaster set up on it so I could play like Stardew, I could play Iconoclast, Time Spinner, all that stuff. Works great. Love the handheld. And now, this thing, you can't get it anymore, okay? So if you have a GKD Mini Plus, you're holding onto a piece of tech that is really difficult to find. You might be able to get one on eBay, but it's probably going to cost you more than retail, and it's not going to come with an SD card, and it's going to suck to set up. And as you can see, anybody that still has it posts stuff like this. Warning, this handheld device is not friendly to newcomers. It is more suitable for hobby gamers because it needs some debugging to make the gamer experience better, which means non-gamers may not be good at doing this. For non-gamers, please contact us for recommendations. In other words, they don't want you buying it and sending it back, not that you can buy it anyway. So, and this is true right here. If you're new to this, don't even venture into this. I'm sorry. It is a great handheld. Learn more about it before you try and hunt one of these down. By the time you get there, chances are this handheld is going to be worth 10 times the amount. So, okay, then, of course, after this, and I'll break this out in a different video because I really do love this handheld. It is amazing, and to me, worth that $200 price point. Now, after that, they released the Pixel, but I'm not going to cover the Pixel next because that's the main part of this video. But last year, they also released the Bubble. It's supposed to look like a Game Gear. Once again, $89, $90, plastic, awkward, feels horrible. I mean, this is like Fisher Price toy plastic. This thing sucks. Do not waste your money on this. Okay, please. I mean, if you want it for your collection, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but out of all the handhelds I've used over the years, this is right at the top of the list of the worst handhelds I've used. The D-pad got all hung up like right in this area. When I tried to go up, it felt like something was resting under there, preventing me from hitting an upward kind of diagonal. It sucks. It doesn't feel good in the hands. It's a poor design. I mean, if it was actually this color red, that would have been cooler than the brightly colored Fisher Price bullshit they put on it. I mean, it does. It feels like, a kid's toy. It feels like, go to your store where they got like toddler toys and it's made out of that plastic that feels hollow and cheap. That's this plastic. All right, they got it on discount right there. It's been sitting in the back of the warehouse, and they were like, how the hell do we move this? Oh, there we go. Let's just sell it as a handheld. Let's mold this shit. It is awful. I will never recommend the Bubble. Save your money, waste of time. Same operating system as this one right here, and as this one, and as this one. GKD doesn't believe in letting third party get their hands on this. So you're not going to get like a version of, Onion OS or Garlic OS or any of that. Like, GKD locks their shit down. At least last I looked into them, they were still doing it. Maybe that's changed. I don't think so. Maybe it has. Now, companies do get around them, but GKD doesn't go in with them to make a better user experience. They don't care. They just want to shove these things down your throat. Anyway, so before this, 2023, GKD Pixel starts getting announced. Now, I was excited about the Pixel. I have an RG Nano. I like stuff like this, little, small, aluminum devices. I think they're cool. They're great to carry around. I love these. So they started announcing this, and they, of course, they show red, they show the green, they show the blue, they show the black, and then they start teasing this limited edition one, which sold out super quick and is just the ugliest handheld in existence. Second ugliest handheld in existence. But what really pissed me off here was they were announcing when it was going to release. And you had to follow it like info on this handheld on all these different sites are these off-the-wall sites that were like, we're going to have exclusive rights to sell this. GKD is like, yeah, we're going to sell it through them. And, I'm sitting there watching this thing, like, waiting, and it's in December, and I'm like, man, I hope this thing comes out because I'm wanting to try this. And I'm sitting there waiting and watching, and I'm updating every day, 20 times a day. I'm updating. When is the GKD Pixel coming out? All right. Doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon because I want to be there. I want to pre-order one. I want one. It's $100. It's way too much money for what you're getting. I don't give a shit. I like the idea of it, the look of it, whatever. So I diligently watch. GKD stays quiet. Late one night, I'm checking. Still no info. GKD's talking about end of the year, maybe beginning of 2024. I go to sleep pissed off. Like, all right, it's still not coming out. What the hell? Because now it's already past 3-4 dates that it's supposed to be released on. Wake up the next morning. It dropped in the middle of the night on a specific website, one that I don't even look at. Sold out. Can't get them. Done. Kiss my ass, GKD. All you did is piss me off with that. Okay? Lack of communication with the customer, with the consumers, with the crowd of people looking at this. I don't care about this rare edition. Okay? That thing is ugly. I wanted like a green one. I don't have a green handheld. I wanted a green one, or maybe even a blue one. At the time, I didn't even have a red one, but green was my first choice. So finally, I actually reached out to Go Game Geek. They're like, yeah, we have a green one in stock. I ordered the green one. They emailed me a week later. Sorry, the green's out of stock. We'll wait for it. Unless you want another color. You want the black one? I was like, yeah, okay, send me the black one. They're like, okay, we'll get the black one out the door to you. 2 days later, I get an email. Sorry, dude, we actually sold out of the black one. And I'm like, then why the hell did it take you 2 days to tell me that? They're like, well, we got the red one in stock. And I was like, I don't care. Just send me one. I don't care what color at this point. Just send whatever you have in stock. They said, okay, we'll do that. And I was like, all right, thank you. A couple days later, we're actually out of the red, but the black is back in stock. I was like, okay, send the black. I already told you I don't care. Just send a color. Okay, we'll send the black. Like 2 days later, we are out of the black, but we have like 4 red left. And I messaged him and said, look, send me one of the 4 red ones or cancel my order. Stop doing this because every other day you're telling me you have it, then you don't, then you have it, then you don't. Whatever you have in stock, send it. If you do not send it, if I do not get shipping, cancel my damn order. They've actually sent me confirmation. They shipped it. They shipped me the red one. Here she is. Okay, so enough about their bullshit. We're 20 minutes in already. All right. So I get shipping confirmation. I'm excited. All they did is create the shipping thing. It actually didn't ship yet. It took forever. It took weeks and weeks. And finally, my Pixel arrives. I do like the Pixel. Let me be clear. I like the overall design. I like the feel of it. The metal is cool to the touch. It is smooth. You got little grips on the back. Nice little interesting cutout for your SD card. Thank you, camera. It's got, let's see, you got your reset, your power button. On the side is your power. I'm sorry, the camera can't figure out what to focus on, probably because my monitor right here. Let's just kill it then. Anyway, so let me dim this. I don't want it to keep focusing on shit. Okay, so power button on the side. You got your little reset or menu right there. Volume over here. Your little type C, your audio jack, your speaker grill on the bottom. So yeah. So, I mean, it's really nice. This is a lanyard hole. Anyway. And you get your L2 or R1, R2, L1, L2. And what I don't care for are these little exposed screws. I actually didn't care for that. But you ignore them. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, guys, what I say about a handheld, what doesn't work for me, it might not be a problem for you. Each handheld is a different use case and will work better for different people. If I don't like it or it hurts my hands or it doesn't fit me, it might fit you just fine. It might be the best handheld in the world that you're skipping over because I said it wasn't comfortable, okay? This is just information. If you want a handheld, go get the handheld. You know what I mean? If you want it, that's reason enough right there. There is no point not getting something you want because of what somebody said. Now, if I said it explodes and catches fire and will melt down your house, maybe not get it. But if you do, you do. So let's power this thing on. And I do like this little meter on the side. Let's get her powered up. There she is. Bam. Pixel. All right. Look how that instant boot up in the MinUI. Okay. Yes, I put MinUI on it. So, and here's your battery gauge. That'll decrease. You'll lose as it drains. Now, I haven't charged this thing in maybe 4 months. It's been sitting in a case. It's still sitting, wow, pretty much full battery. So, MinUI, GKD Pixel. It's officially supported. So let's look at some games on here. I actually don't remember how to. Oh, that's all the way down brightness. Let's see all the way up. Oh, look at that nice, like foggy glare to it. Okay. So let's do. Bam, jump into some Breath of Fire 3. Absolutely love Breath of Fire 3. You guys already know that about me. Let's get some volume. Speakers aren't bad. It is a small handheld. You know what I mean? Like, you can almost one-hand this pretty comfortably. And yeah, I have terrible hands, but something like this, I won't grip it very hard, and I don't have to cramp my hands. I can actually put a lot of space between them and just comfortably just kind of sit here, let this hand float, and just see it just sits back here. That's why smaller handhelds like this don't really bother my hands and how everything goes with that. I mean, it works out for me. So it's not the most comfortable thing, but it's not bad at all. Let's just skip through all this stuff. I mean, it's nice. The screen worries the shit out of me. There's no real protector over this screen. I mean, there is, but there isn't. And it feels really, really vulnerable, really soft, really cheap. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like cheap plastic, you know, is laid in there, and that's the screen. It does feel like one wrong move and you're gonna just rip the shit out of it, cut it open. You know, yeah, the screen worries me about protecting it. So, I mean, it sits in there, so it's not flush, but and keep that in mind. That is, I keep forgetting to mention it, but that is a worry I have with this, is how that screen is, because it does feel, it feels like I can press right through it almost. Like it worries me. It's a general concern. And they're probably going to do the same damn thing with the Pixel 2. Keep this in mind. The Pixel 2 will be this, but number 2. I doubt we see a performance boost over what this is. Even if they do put in a newer like chipset, it's really not going to do anything better. You're still probably going to max out PS1, Nintendo 64, and I already can play this stuff without dropping frames. So why the hell would I want a Pixel 2 that has a little more power, but not enough power to actually go up a console generation? I don't. That's the answer. I mean, this runs fine as is, and you really don't want to play anything above this anyway. So, I don't know. I just wanted to go over it. I mean, their marketing's not that good, so they're not going to reach a shitload of people. Actually, the YouTubers out there will be the people who get them a crowd, sadly. It's actually upsetting because all those guys will probably be like, it's going to be amazing. No, it'll probably just be this. It'll be same performance as this shit. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen the specs on it. But I would assume it's this. Okay, guys? They'll have a bunch of the same colors. It'll just be called the Pixel 2. Performance will be the same. It'll be the same default interface, which I don't have on this, or sorry, operating system. MinUI normally bangs out an operating system really quick for stuff like this, so I would imagine if you do get the Pixel 2, first month you'll have MinUI access, and you might want to move to that. You've seen how fast this booted up. Before MinUI, that was a very slow boot process. They haven't updated their operating system in the last, I don't know what, 5-6 years. GKD is not a very good company. Okay, quality-wise, with the exception of the bubble, like, it feels like every other handheld with GKD is good. So, and this one, I like it. Okay, I do like the Pixel. I like the Pixel a lot. I'm very satisfied with my purchase on the Pixel. Okay, this thing is awesome. Is it worth $100? Hell no. They price themselves all the time. They price themselves right out of being competitive because everything's $100 or $200 with them. So the Pixel 2 will probably be $120. That way they can still sell the Pixel 1. You know what I mean? Or they're going to go the other way with it and make it, $7. They're not going to do that. It'll be above $100. Now, what am I thinking? Like, they're not greedy. So, yeah, the Pixel 2 will be this. I do like it, like I've been saying. It's not competitive at $100. It's just not. There's so much better shit out there. I mean, get a Miu Mini. Better screen, better quality, better everything, except not metal. Get a brick. Get a Trim UI brick. I mean, this, cheaper than this. Bigger, comfortable, cool features, more powerful than this. However, metal, plastic. Which, I don't mind plastic, to be clear. Well, if you like stuff like this, if you like aluminum handhelds and you want like a collection of metal handhelds, you're going to have to go through GKD products to get a good collection going. So get ready for that. And if you have $100 to burn and you want something you don't already have and this is on your list, go ahead. Get you a Pixel. I don't know about the Pixel 2 yet, but get you a Pixel. So don't run out and get it if it's the only handheld you can get right now. If you have enough money and you can get yourself one handheld, it's a handheld you want to use and you're going to carry with you, save your money. Don't buy the Pixel. Get a brick. Get a Miu Mini. Get an RG Cube XX, which is still the best anbernic device of last year. Don't care how you feel about that. That was the best XX line. The SP is cool. Cube is better. So as for the Pixel, I use my Miu Mini V4 case to sit in here, if that gives you an idea of comparison to the Miu Mini. But it doesn't ride in there because I don't want it being bumped around, so I actually stick it in the net like that. And then it stays in my Miu Mini case. So, well guys, tell me what you think about the Pixel. Tell me if you've seen the Pixel 2. Tell me if you're interested in one of these devices. Tell me if you want to see gameplay on something specific on this device. If you have questions, let me know. I will do my best to answer it. That's what I'm here for. I'm going over this stuff with you. But, if you're going to go in on the Pixel 2, yeah, let me know. Let me know your take on it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the GKD lineup and the Mini Classic plus Classic Pro, And I'll definitely do a video on that one. So, and yeah, I had these laid out because I was going to do some other comparisons, but hell, we're a half hour into this video. I got shit to do. You got shit to do. And I'm honestly kind of tired of doing this for today. I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm already back at work and blah, blah, typical, boo-hoo for me. So, but yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Get the hell off here before I just start rambling, because that's what I do. Appreciate all you guys for following me. All of you that watched my 100+ sub video and responded to it, especially some of the personal stuff. Thank you for that. It actually does mean a lot. Those of you that are new to the channel, I had someone, what'd you say you were? You were like 120, and I was like, are you going to remember your number? End of this video, special shout out to you. Can't remember your name off the top of my head because I think it was like GMRG something. I don't know. Welcome to the Legion, and everybody past that, and everybody coming up in the game. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Legion, everybody. We're building a community, like-minded individuals, psychos, deranged individuals, social misfits, which is everybody. You know, normal is not a thing. We're all absolutely crazy, so that is what it is. However, we're gathering the retro gaming crazies right here. We are the Legion. We are unstable. We're volatile. This is what we do. We're amassing our own army. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. This is the Retro Legion, and I got shit to do, and so do you. So stop doom scrolling on your phone. See you in the next one.